Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the next video. I want to take this video to just talk for just a minute about what OldSpringRoots is about. I'm not going to say we're a variety channel. I'm not going to say that you're going to learn something here because I'm learning myself as we go. I do have some notes here that I'm going to follow because I don't want to get off track or off topic or go down a rabbit hole on certain topics, because I do like to get off topic sometimes. I really enjoy talking about this kind of stuff and making a plan, implementing a plan, and having success. So, that being said, I started OldSpringRoots when my family moved from town back to my home place out in the country, away from, some people call it civilization, but whatever, it's not that far out. We did that several years ago. Actually, in 2018, we moved back over here. We sold our house in town. We purchased an acre of land from my family, and we started out in the RV. You've seen videos of the RV. That's what we stayed in while we were building the house. To live in the RV, we had to have water, electric, and wastewater. So we had a septic tank put in, we had power ran, and we had water ran, knowing that we were going to be building this house. When we got over here, it was a breath of fresh air, because we had just been tired of living in town. We were tired of go all the time. We really enjoyed the slow down, the no street lights, the not having a car pass your house every couple of minutes kind of thing, and it was awesome. So we started looking at house plans. We had an architect drawing us up some house plans, and we were back and forth on what size we wanted, and in the meantime, we were having a structure built to store the RV. It was large enough for the RV, tall enough for the RV, everything. So that was built. Then we had a slab poured, so the RV could park on a slab, with plans in the future of, a shop or a garage or something like that, because it wasn't going to be enclosed or anything. It was just, a pole barn. That's all it was. So I got out here one day and started measuring to make sure that the RV was going to fit under it, and, a vehicle or something could park under it if need be. Well, I started doing the math on it and realized that we could get 2 floors out of the pole barn, and that's where it took off. I started laying everything out, laid out the bottom floor, laid out the top floor. Nobody really argued with me. It was going to save us a ton of money. Me doing it myself, living, it's not a tiny house, but it's not the house we sold in town. You're looking at maybe, after all the walls and the staircase and that kind of thing is taken out, it's probably 1,500 feet. And we lived in and it was probably 2,500 square feet house in town. But we moved from that to a 40-foot RV. I don't even know how many square feet that is. 200 maybe? I don't know. But we knew when we moved from town to the house or to the RV, it was only going to be for a short period of time because that's pretty cramped living space. A lot of togetherness. Yeah, I mean, it was awesome while it was going on, but if you had a stretch of rainy days, it got pretty cramped in there pretty fast. So we put all of our plans together for the house, and I went and bought the materials. All together, it took me right at 3 years to build the house. I did have some help on a couple occasions. David come over and helped me a couple of days putting in some windows and just random stuff. I think he helped me put the ceiling in upstairs. My dad come up here and helped me put up some walls downstairs, and I think he helped me put in some subfloor upstairs. And then my wife, whenever she had the chance, she was out here doing, this or that. And then of course, little man helped me as much as he could. But all in all, probably my wife helped me the most, just by 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, 5 minutes here, while she was taking care of little man. But that was a long 3 years. A lot of coming home in the afternoon after work, going straight to building the house, and then waking up at 5 o'clock on the weekend and not coming in until after dark, both days, Saturday and Sunday. It was a rough go, but I'll tell you what, it was very much worth it. I mean, the end result, it's not perfect. It's not, it's not a professional built house, but it's our house, and it keeps us warm, keeps us cool, cooks food, and it relaxes, and it makes memories. That's what counts. I really wish that I could have filmed the build process, but like I said, it took me 3 years just me working by myself. There were some times when there was no work going on because we built the house with cash. You can't just we didn't have an endless supply of money just to continually buy materials, because we wanted to save money, and we would save money, go buy a couple $1,000s worth of material, work for a while, might take off a week, might take off 2 weeks, might not even take off at all, depending upon how long it took me to do the task with the materials that I had, and then the amount of time we was able to save up that money. So like I said, I really wish I could have filmed it, but I chose not to, just for time's sake, because it would have taken me much longer to film and build than it was just to build. But we will film the garage build. That's going to be a pretty good build. I will be sure to video that and post it for you guys to watch. When we first moved back over here, I planted a very small garden. It was maybe a half dozen plants. It was mainly, jalapenos, tomatoes, and maybe a squash. Last year we expanded on that, and we planted a few more things. I planted a few good watermelons and cantaloupe, but my grandfather mowed them with the lawnmower. So yeah, I didn't get any of that this year. As you can see from a previous video, I'll be planting a garden again. It might be a little bit bigger, but I plan on doing some experimenting and see what some compost does, see what covering does, see what, you know, um, laying down some landscape fabric and planting in that and see how that does. Just kind of experiment, see what we can do. But we will have a garden, um, so you'll get to come along for that journey and learn from my mistakes. So enjoy. This year, 2022 will also be our first year to get chickens. We're gonna have to build a coop. We're going the first batch of chickens we're gonna get is going to be our egg chickens. It's good. Well, it's gonna be our egg chickens and our compost making chickens. They we will be building their coop down here at the bottom of our property, or at our property corner down here. Like I said, they're gonna be our stationary chickens, and they'll be pumping out some compost for us. I do plan on making them maybe mobile here or there, just to get them some. Well, not mobile. That's the wrong term. I plan on putting a net or an electric fence out for them, so that on the weekends I can let them out and let them eat some grass and that kind of thing. So we'll be doing that, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good ride, because my ultimate goal is to do our own meat chickens. We'll probably build the chicken tractor this year. I showed you a little short clip of the chick lift that I got. That's gonna be just solely for our meat chickens, and yeah, it's gonna be a good ride on that, because I'm really looking forward to having our own eggs, our own chicken, and I have a feeling it's gonna turn into an obsession, because because we eat so much chicken. So yeah, that's gonna be an awesome experience. Maybe we can learn something together on that. Project wise, the first things that, I mean, we've talked about garden and chickens and the food path. The first real project that we have coming up, and it's windy. The first real project that we have coming up is the RV. We're going to start by cleaning out the RV, getting it spit shined, so that hopefully we can sell the RV. And because the RV is in the spot where potentially the garage, the shop, could go, and then once the RV is gone, then we will move on to the shop and get that done. That'll be where our office is. That's where we'll do all of our projects. That's where we'll do everything at. Work on vehicles, store all of our feed, and yeah, it's not gonna be very 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 big, but it's gonna be big enough to hold our vehicles and have an office, that kind of thing. All right, so let's go back for just a minute. OldSpringRoots in the beginning started out, like I said, in the RV, and we were just gonna do solely cooking. We was gonna do cooking and just vlogs and that kind of thing. Well, since I decided to put OldSpringRoots on hold and wait until the house was done before I picked it back up, we're still going to continue to do a few cooking videos, but now we're mainly going to be farm, homestead, animals, garden, construction, vlogging, that kind of thing. Because I think that's more important to me. Don't get me wrong, I really love to cook, but I like doing all those other things more, and I do those things more than I cook. So that's kind of how we started and where we're going. In the beginning, we had started a blog, and that is where, you know, we were going to post our cooking video on YouTube, which YouTube was really always a catch-all, you know, cooking, vlogging, that kind of thing. But our blog was mainly cooking, and it may still remain mainly cooking stuff, but on our YouTube page, that's where everything is going to happen. It's going to be kind of the catch-all for lack of better terms. So like I said, from this point forward, it's going to be construction, animals, garden, you know, the farming, homestead type videos, vlogs. So I hope this video clears a few things up for you. Just kind of wanted to tell you where OldSpringRoots started, that we're kind of redirecting our efforts just a little bit, and we're going to be vlogging, you know, as much as we can about everything. So I hope you enjoy the channel. I hope you can learn from the channel. I hope you can teach me some things from this channel. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Have a good one.